obstacles. Just got the glider off, and there's one up in the circuit.
Yep.
Temps. Go.
Always check over here too. Okay, right. Okay, good. Yeah, good.
Oil pressure.
Yep.
Safety brake. On the runway, if we can, stop, we stop. If not, we climb to 700 feet, but within 30 degrees. Landing in paddocks on the right because there's
nothing on the left.
Civilization.
Forward traffic, Jabiru 7693, departing downwind, tracking towards Freeling, climbing to 3,000 feet. Go.
Okay.
Good.
And if push comes to shove, I'll say help.
No, just say your controls. I'll grab it from you.
Traffic caller, Jabiru 7385, backtracking 23, go it. Just checking the rudder.
Yeah, come more to the middle.
Yep.
Bit more. Still not the middle yet. Come more to the middle. Nice and smooth on the feet. No rough. That's about the middle. Yeah, bring the power back. That's it. I keep dropping out here. I've got a loose connection here somewhere. And I always have a final check. The three things that I check every time before I take off, and you've proven me right again.
Flaps.
So you can see how easy it is to forget. And we all do it, you're not the only one. So I always, up the top first of all, check that. Then I come down to the fuel pump.
Yep.
Vital if this one up the front fails. And the last one I do is check these are green. Nothing else we can do but go. If none of these will work, we don't go.
Traffic caller, Jabiru 7385, rolling 23, going. All right.
Yeah. Come to the middle, bit more right foot, just gentle on the foot, bit more right foot, bit more right foot. That's it there, that's about the middle now. And
Almost
just hold
active.
it. Don't rush it, relax your arm, don't matter, it's only grass. Come back on the runway, there we go there, get the nose down. That's better there.
All the traffic for phone is Tango joining crosswind, late crosswind. Circuit will be tight, landing 2-3, grass right, call them.
Oh, I love a rough day. If it's not a thermal day today, I'll swallow my pride and say it's not.
Traffic caller, Jabiru 7385, turning right downwind 23, call it.
We'll go to the northern training area.
Yes. Now we're about the right distance from the runway.
Yep. If it stopped now, we could get back there easily.
Easily. And we're at about...
Traffic caller, Jabiru 8538 is crossing 23, go on.
Traffic caller, Jabiru 7385, departing 23 downwind at 1,300, tracking north to training area, climbing to 2,500, go it.
Good call. A perfect call, in fact.
Well, one thing was my slide slipping. That was terrible.
Yep.
The takeoff like today was just an off one. I don't know whether I wasn't concentrating or it just wasn't making too many corrections.
Whatever happened, yep.
Yeah. And what I did learn was that you can actually pick a paddock and go for it. And we missed the first time.
Yep.
But then we corrected the things we did wrong.
Sure.
Like you were talking about the high key, low key.
Yep.
I just came in too low. And next time...
That first print, there's a lovely old saying that says, do you want to, which hit, if you're going to hit a fence, do you want to hit this one or that one? that one. And it's a good way to look at it, isn't it? You might hit a fence. It's not. There's no guarantee that this will be a perfect landing, but all you can do is the best you can do, isn't it? It's the one time you really wish you could stall.
The other thing I picked up from Colin, we did go out to rolling flat.
Yep.
And had a go at that one.
Yep.
Which was nice. And soft ground landing, try to keep your nose as high as possible.
Yes, my word. Okay, my controls. My controls. So I have control, you say? Your controls. So I'm in charge, right?
Controls.
So we've got engine failure. First thing I'm going to do is trim it. So if I trim it all the way back, it should hold it at about 65, which is our best glide speed.
Right.
So there's another trick for you. So I don't have to worry about flying the aircraft. Okay? So now we took off this way. Which way do we take off? We took off that way.
No,
okay?
we took off this way, but the wind is
That's
way.
right. So we're upwind at the moment, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay? So we want to think of a paddock. So I'm going to go for this paddock here. See the 4 trees on the fence line? So now, at the moment, I'm downwind, aren't I?
Yes.
On that paddock. We're going to turn around and land that way in a minute.
You're right downwind.
Yep, that's right. Okay?
Yep.
So I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is I've got a runway that basically goes from that red dirt to those trees. That's my runway.
Okay.
That's all I'm looking at. And I'm looking to see whether that runway is my height and my distance from it. So I'm just seeing this as a normal circuit. That's all I'm doing. There's no power lines, there's no stock in it, it's a good paddock to use, right? So I'm not looking at this. This doesn't help me at all. But I won't need the carb heat today. And only when I know I'm going to make it will I set the flaps. Okay? So I'm looking at my paddock and I'm just about ready to turn base now. So I'm going to start doing a nice turn base. Watching my speed here, most important to watch that
70
speed.
knots, yeah.
I'm not looking at my height, it's got nothing to do with it. It's what it looks like. And if I can't see, I can just gently pick the wing up and have a look. No, it still looks good.
Yep.
Now I'm coming around on it. So there's my paddock there. Watching my speed, 69. So I think I'm going to make that for sure, right? So I can put one stage of flap down. And I'll start my turn. I'll go full flap. Because I can make that for sure. Watch out for that tree there, Ian. Just ease the power on because we've cooled the engine down now. This is where you don't touch the flaps for a while. Because it'll sink like a brick real quick. You put some power on, ease the power on. Now I'm going to gently ease up the flaps to the first stage while I'm flying. Right, there's the flaps there. Whoop, don't go too far. And then we put the flaps all the way up as we start to climb away. Got airspeed now and away we go. So that was the demonstration of what it should look like. Was it the perfect paddock? It turned out it was. Okay?
You did that like a pro.
Well, as I say, I hope I made it look easy.
You did.
Because there's no panic. We're not worried about radio calls and mayday, mayday. They'll come. It's more about your flying skill. The rest of it will come with time. Okay?
It's trying for the 70 climb.
Yeah. No. Actually, there's another lesson. 70 is the best takeoff climb out speed.
Okay.
80 for a 80 for a cruise. There's a cruise climb.
Yep.
75 to 80 is a good cruise climb. Because you're not really hammering the engine hard.
Okay.
Okay? So trim it all the way back. That's it. It'll pitch up for a while because it's slowing down. Here it is. Not a good day today, but...
now it's 70.
Yep. So then we're going to use that little triangular one, right? So just don't get too close to... Yeah. So I'd most probably start a gentle turn now.
Traffic inbound to Kuala, Jabiru 8538 is currently overhead the bottle factory and will be turning in front the inbound lane. I say again, turning in front the inbound lane, overhead Kuala Dam and tracking towards the east at 1,800, climbing to 2,500. Traffic Kuala.
Yeah, it shouldn't have a power on, that's right.
Yeah.
So you can see the triangle in there? Yep. It's looking good. Take your time. When you know you're going to make it,
That flaps.
just one stage for starters, that's it, that's enough. Get the nose pitched down a bit. We go full flap now. And always keep that nose pitched down as best we can today. Whoa. Now we're in a thermal. There we go. Not a good day, but we'll make something out of it. Just relax, that's good. Looking good. Now I'd side slip a little bit, so left wing gently down, left wing down, and right foot in. That's it, keep it there, keep it there. Keep it there. Basically, to me, teaching engine failures is all about making a decision that suits the situation. In other words, I mean, you might have to do a right-hand circuit on something.
Yep.
So be it. So just gently come around to the left, to the right again, a bit more around to the right. Keep on climbing. So now we've got an engine failure.
Okay,
trim it.
AV8.
Trim it first of all.
Trim.
And this is the paddock we're going to use, this long, yeah, right?
Yep.
So now we're
Next to the
joining
tree.
crosswind.
This one. in from
The yellow
highway.
one, the yellow one.
That one.
One with a solitary tree in it over there.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So now we're joining crosswind. We're joining a circuit, aren't we?
Yes, I think I was going to cut across a little
So
bit.
again, think about our high key. We're a bit higher than normal. That's good. We can't get height back. We lose it, we lose it. So just always watch your airspeed when you're doing this. So now we think about turning downwind, are we?
Yes.
Okay. I'd be following the rotor if it was me,
Yes.
because otherwise it's too tight otherwise. So think about
Gola
the
traffic,
runway.
January 7693, joining crosswind, runway 23, Gola.
Bear in mind we have to do another turn to come back, so we don't want to make it too steep. It's not a very good day to do this, I'm sorry, but
We're losing quickly.
we're sinking, aren't we? Really quickly. Okay, so we haven't got an engine. So again, just watching our airspeed
Yes,
there.
yep.
So we're going to have to think about what we do here, aren't we? So if we turn, we're going to lose height, aren't we? Very quickly. Okay, so I'd put flaps out now, early.
Flaps out.
Yeah, flaps out. Keep the nose coming down. See what happens when we turn now. Turn now.
Yep.
Keep it coming around. That's all right. Keep it coming around. Keep it coming around.
Not too deep.
Full flap. Go full flap. Full flap. Keep it coming around. Keep it coming around.
Gola traffic, January 7693, turning downwind, runway 23.
There's your runway.
Gosh. Thank you.
Okay, power on. Let's put some power on. You exhausted, are you? You thought you were going to fall out of the sky then, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought I was...
I watched you breathing. It stopped.
Yeah, well, I did two things I don't usually do.
What's that?
One is putting the flap down on a turn.
Well, there's nothing else we could do. We needed the height. We needed the lift.
Well, I learned that.
Yep. Good.
And that you can make it even though you don't think you can.
Yeah. The minute you say, I can't make it, you're in trouble. You just have to do everything you can to make it work for you. Okay, you can go for a little fly now, just for a minute.
Just to relax a little
So
bit.
we'll do where are we here? We'll do a nice gentle turn to the right and we'll go to the training area. So, you're talking about what's involved in your test. So what have you done for stall recovery?
You've done all that with me.
Uh-huh. Do you feel comfortable with that?
I would need to refresh it before I took an exam,
Okay.
but I would be going flaps, slow, pull it back until it gives me the signal, and then forward.
Yep. But you don't have to throw it over either. Basically just get the nose, but you're just releasing the pressure that caused the problem
Yeah.
and getting the nose below the horizon and then power on. Caller traffic Jamboree 7385 is in the vicinity of Greenock, operating between 3,000 and 3,500 for the next 10 minutes. Caller.
Gola traffic, 910, now crossing 23 to west. Go.
Gola traffic, January 7693, turning final, runway 23, touch and go, Gola.
So, one of the acronyms that you need to remember is the hell check.
No.
Okay? So there are two things in flight training at this level that are dangerous. One is steep turns and the other is stall training, stall recovery, okay? They're very dangerous if you don't get them right. We teach you to get them right, but that's not the point. So, with the hell check, first of all, do we have, there's 4 letters, H, for height. Do we have sufficient height? And I said we'd be operating between 3 and 3,500. So we'll level off at 3,500. That's near enough for now. Attitude power trim. So about that. And then trim it to hold it there. The next one is E. E for engine. Okay, green, green, green. Don't do much else, but you could put the fuel pump on, which is already on, so leave it on, that's okay. And if it was a cold day, we'd put the carburetor on. Part of the engine, isn't it?
Yep.
Really? Oh God, that thermals are strong, aren't they? The next one is lookout. So what we want to do is make sure there's no one flying underneath us. So I'm looking at this side, clear. So look out to your side, clear. And you could do like a 90-degree turn.
Yep.
Have another look around there. And then you'll know, just if you can, you can lift up your wing and have a look underneath it. No one there. So that's height, engine, lookout. The last one's location. I don't want to be over a town or the piggery or somewhere like that. So if we have an accident, we might hurt ourselves, but we want to take other people with us. Now we mustn't go past this road here because that's the end of our training area, so we just got to come back in again. So we're going to do a steep turn to start with. That's fine. So we'll talk about a steep turn. So my controls.
Your control.
We've done our checks, and if you don't do a hell check before this, you go to hell.
Good one.
That's how you remember it, right? Yeah. Ian said, if I don't do this, I'm going to go to hell. And it's a good way to remember it, isn't it? Because these are quite dangerous if we don't get them right, okay? Now, it's not a really nice day today, so we'll have to put up with that. So the process of doing a steep turn is something that you go into progressively. I mean, you don't need to bank it over and go straight in. There's no point in doing that. But you have a point out the front at which you want to come out on again. So we're going to do a turn to the left. We want the nose to be pointing where we started from. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So we start there, we do a turn all the way around and come back to the same point. The accuracy with which we come out is when we see our point coming up, we don't want to go past it. So just before we get to it, we start to bring ourselves out of the turn, back straight and level again. So we should be basically pointing at it. Okay? We're also only allowed plus or minus 100 feet. 100. I think it's 150, but I'll make it 100. So we're going to start at 3,400. Okay? The other one says a steep turn, our lift at the moment is going vertically. We're being lifted vertically.
Yep.
When we bank it over, the lift's going out that way.
Yep.
So we're going to lose height.
Yes.
So what we need to do that, we need to counter it with some power. That'll bring us back the lift that we're going to be losing. Okay? And we should also feel a little bit of positive G-force.
Yep.
Because we need to pull this back
to
keep our lift. Okay? So I'm just going to find somewhere the white sheds will do that. So basically I'll just talk the way through it, okay? So what I do is start to ease the power on.
Grass right 2-3 for circuit.
Put some power on out there. Start to bank it over. Just working my way over, no rush. Keeping myself as balanced as I can. Okay? And there's the steep turn. I start to bring the stick back. Feel the G-force. But we're not going up or down. Just look out the window. Bit hard to keep in control today. Here we come, coming around, coming around, coming around. Where's my white sheds? There they are there. Coming out of it again, and I roll it just before I get to, come back again. Bit hard today. Back we come again, straight and level. So, again, there's a bit of a crappy day for you to do this today, I'm sorry, but hold the control, you've got the controls, your control. I'll come with you.
Airplane.
You're okay. I'll come with you, okay?
Right.
So bring the power back a little bit. So, well, there's the highway there. So just gently start. You don't have to go too quickly. Just work your way around.
Downwind 2-3.
Bit of left foot. You're too far there. Left foot. Left foot. Left foot. About there. And just keep pulling it back. Pulling it back. Pulling it back. And look out the window where it's cutting the cowling.
Yep.
You come around. You come around. Down you come. Pull it back a bit more. Now where's that? Keep it there, keep it there, keep it there, keep it there, keep it come around. And there is, come out of it now. Nice and smooth, beautifully balanced turn. That's a steep turn. Now we can breathe again.
That was good.
Okay? So again, they can make you feel a bit woozy after a while. So if it makes you feel woozy, we don't have to do them. We can have a break and whatever, that's good. But always think about that.
Yeah.
And even if you're doing a flight test, you say, look, this makes me feel a bit queasy. We just let you straight and level for a little while. and then go back and do another one. Okay, so let's just trim it forward a little bit, trying to climb a bit.
Join on crosswind?
Yeah, whatever, you're the pilot, not me.
Okay.
I'm just sitting here petrified, but other than that, I'm alright. Be alright if you can keep it straight and level.
Could have done it straight in, but
What are the rules regarding straight in? There's a good one for you. Do you know what the rules are?
you have to give way to anything that's around.
Well, two things. First of all, you can't do a straight in approach if there's anyone in the circuit.
Right.
That's a no-no. Because you're not in the circuit, so therefore circuit is the way to join. The other one says that, I mean, if we came back here at 5 o'clock at night, been for a fly, nobody here, of course you can do a straight in approach. It would be sensible, wouldn't it? But you must make a call at 3 miles and 1 mile.
Right. So how far is Gawler down?
About 3 miles. And you know how we use the roundabout here as a turning point back in Gawler? That's about 1 mile.
Okay.
To give you a clue. Basically, 1 mile is always the base line. It's about one, normally a base is about 1 mile from the airfield, wherever you are. You turn very nicely, nicely balanced.
I was watching that.
Good. That's where you'll crash and burn if you don't get it right on these circuit turns.
Alright, downwind checks, harness and hatches, brake off, fuel pump on, enough fuel to go around.
Traffic Gawler, Jabiru 7385, final 123, full stop Gawler.
There's a plane there.
1 stage of flap. In fact, I go full flap for me. All you can do if you don't have an engine, isn't it? You actually flared a little bit high, that was all, but that was good. We lived.